Yes. You know it's autonomous. Dancehall. Yeah. I'm on me there, you know. I'm just a boy. I might as well want a reason with the man them and with the woman them and yeah. Might as well want a reason. I'm on the go right now and I just wanted to talk. Yeah man. But there's a lot going on right now in dancehall. A whole lot going on in dancehall. I'm telling you. All these artists, they're not joking around when it comes to doing their music these days, because they realize like if an artist can be here for as much as long as Beenie Man, Bounty Killer, Busy Signal. Let's talk about the artists that have been here a long time. Vice Cartel to himself, that's a fact. Sean Storm, right? And it shows that as long as you are still staying within the lines of always writing and doing something behind the scenes, because we know that a lot of artists do a lot of natural rehearsal behind the scene, and plus rehearsal as well. Writing, that is, a lot of this is about it. So from what I'm seeing in the productivity rate with the new artists, right, looking at the concept of how the greats them do it, there's been a pattern shift in dancehall, and I see it, right? Oh, I'm telling you, and it start with the selectors them. Because when you go to book and you watch Uptown Mondays, and when you watch all the shows them a boom boom I do, right? The shows them a foot hype I do. And when you watch all these shows that the artists them go, like in the small islands go perform, that's what shows you how impactful and that the audience is engaged, right? So when some people ask me how me know so much, it's because I am autonomous dancehall, and I am here to tell you, right, the stats and the statistics and how and who really have an impact. That's why I talk the way I talk, because I'm a statistical person, right? I know the ins and the outs, right? I can size it up and let you know which artist is really doing well. Even if Spotify and the streaming say, oh, this artist that have 100 streams this year, right? And this artist here have 50 streams this year, right? But when you look at the statistics of like dancehall itself, the live shows, what's happening, how the group, how the people that are engaging and interacting with the artists, it's not the same as Spotify. So what you find is that the younger artists them have noticed this, right? Because they noticed that the generation before them know how to work a crowd really well, right? You catching on? Right. So now they are crafty as well with music. So the only thing they have to do now is basically learn the pattern and the style, learn how to work the crowd, learn how to make the crowd like them, learn how to have stage performance and stage style, learn how to be controversial more than just me a bad man type of thing, right? Just the whole approach it is a shift, a major shift, right? When you watch all the shows, right? And you have to go to the shows them too, and you have to day in the dance hall and the cribbies and the corner, right? And I is one man that's always in the cribbies and the corner, right? You don't see me, because at night time thing I'm in the front up, right? So I'll be in a dance, I'll be in a club, but I'm not a front up kind of youth, right? So you're not going to see me, right? You're not going to see me, and if me a front up, the way I'm tire, you're not going to notice. But I am here as autonomous dancehall, right? And I'm here to tell you that there's been a shift, right? The current right now, the rate of flow, the younger artists them is learning, is now soaking up the style and pattern. Because in their lifetime, they see somebody did it. In their lifetime, right? Opposed to always have the subject there, as in the artist is always present. So they don't, you know what I mean? They don't get to learn anything in terms of like, they don't get to take it as serious as they would when they see someone having been on the scene for so many years and still was running the place, but then come back out and still have a very impactful impact. on the music and on the genre, right? Which is a DJ Vice Cartel. So it's a very serious thing, right? And it's a good look for the young artists them, right? It shows the improvement, right? That's great, right? It really shows the difference in terms of when Vice Cartel just bust and Bounty Killer bring them on the scene 25 years, 22, whatever time years ago that they brought them onto the scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get specific with it right now, but just demonstrating right now to you people that you can see it, right? So the statistics are out there, right? The statistics are out there. You just gotta see what's going on with the live shows, with the event planners, right? You gotta, be engaged, right? Because right now, I'm telling you, if you want to book a show for any of these young artists, yo, it's like a shell away. That's real talk, I'm telling you. From the craft, right? To the 450, to the Malidans, right? To the skippers, right? All these artists are selling out shows, right? Pablo YG, Amari, right? All these artists are selling out shows. The Skengs, even Ragging King is selling out shows, right? So it's like, yo, the statistics right now is crazy, right? So that's one of the things I notice in the dancehall industry right now, is that the statistics in terms of like how the crowd is engaged with the artists from a later time and what Spotify says and what streaming says is two different things. Like you can feel it and see it. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the most important things. While you can be engaged in terms of like hearing a track or a song play on YouTube or on the radio, like you're locked in, you want to buy that, but you don't really watch the stage performance of the other artists who are current as well, and artists who have been from the 2000s till now, right? Like a Vice Cartel, like a Shanstorm, like a Popcorn, right? Like a Idonia, like a Busy Signal. Like, you ever watch a Busy Signal show or been to a Busy Signal show? Like, it's a serious thing, right? You go to Sizzler Kalanji as well. You talk about Buju Banton. Like, it's like, what I noticed, there's a shift in momentum. And that's why I said there's a big momentum shift, right? There's a big, huge momentum shift, right? A lot of these artists are going to be doing a lot better because they're learning, they went back to do their homework, and now they're really like kicking up their game. So it's a big thing. It's a new improvement in dancehall, and I'm happy to see the results, right? I'm happy to see the results because like we don't like stagnant dancehall, right? We like when dancehall is fresh, it's always coming to you, right? And it's always sharp. That's how we like dancehall, right? Dancehall is supposed to be like every week there's a new style, a new dance. That's how we like dancehall. Dancehall is one of those very, high energy, we listen to it today, tomorrow want something different, where y'all going with type of thing, right? This is dancehall, right? But sometimes the energy is so great that it soaks up days, even months, right? They're like, for instance, Dirty Wine was one of those songs that was on the chart for like 6 months, right? And it dominated the space in terms of the dancehall space, in the dancing category. It really dominated that space for all 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years as well. But right? So it's just one of those things, Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. It's your boy Autonomous Dancehall. Right? You don't know. Yeah. So I really want to get back into it because like when you think about it, right? You think about the impact dancehall has in Europe, right? When you think about the impact that dancehall has in America, right? And even Canada as well, right? I mean, dancehall is such a huge thing in all these 3 major countries that they have like Caribbean Fete, right? They have like Caribana and them thing there, right? Like, so dancehall is like definitely not dying. It's definitely growing, right? And the statistics right now shows that dancehall is definitely ahead of Afrobeat, right? Because dancehall has always been the true fabric of authenticity and another productive music, which is compartment of dancehall as well, if you follow it, right? So dancehall in itself is a really good sport. I love dancehall. Dancehall is everything to me, right? I listen to reggae as well, but dancehall is really where I get my energy and I get pumped. It's like, you know, you watch that movie that's with Nicolas Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds, right? And they put on the music and, you know what I'm saying, they're going to get these cars and they're going to do these, right? These things. But at the same time, what I'm really trying to say is like, you know, I'm always on that constant buzz, right? I'm always on the constant buzz of like, yeah, give me that good music. Like, you know, I'm always looking out for when a skeng trap is dropping, for when a chronicle trap is dropping, for when a skipper trap is dropping, for when a massacre track is dropping. Like, I'm always looking out for when a popcorn track is dropping, right? I'm always looking out for these guys, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, dancehall is dancehall. That's what I say. You just got to be more engaged with the artists and like, you really see what impacts they have. Follow their shows, you know, follow their events, follow their every move, man. Like, this is what it's about, right? They're your favorite artist, and if you're really in love with a girl, like, what are you gonna do, right? Dancehall is my everything, right? Dancehall has always been my everything, right? So I just want to take it to you guys like the way I see it and from my opinion, right? Because dancehall is my everything, right? Dancehall is really my everything. So I just say, you know, these artists, they're doing really well. They're on top of their game, and I couldn't ask for more as a dancehall fan. You know, as a dancehall fan, it's great. It's great when you're going to the clubs and it feels like you're in the early 2000s, right? It really is. It really feels great, right? So like, kudos to the new artists, though, like the Skeng, right? Especially Skeng and Valiant, right? You know, Valiant was really hot in certain ways in terms of like, yo, there's a lot of artists that have different style and different pattern. But when you come to like dancing music and club music and you're gonna have like a really nice vibe, that's what I liked about what Valiant was putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the mad, them song that was good. I thought the playing the character of a madman was great, right? I really, really, really enjoyed that. That was like something like, I was like, yeah, man. A damn thing in my life, you see. That's why when I said like, I see artists dressing weird looking clothes or whatever the fuck people want to think about the entertainment aspect of what an artist wear. It's good for talk, it's good for controversy, right? But a lot of the times it's like, why are you worrying about it? It's entertainment, you know? And I guess at the same time, like, a part of, but people don't usually articulate it this way, right? If you even criticize something, that itself in itself is a part of entertainment too as well. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So all I have to say is that I look forward to 2026. Like I said, you know, there's a lot that's going on in 2026. There's a lot of artists that's gonna really break out this year, right? When you talk about Popcorn right now is on top of his game, right? Sold out fucking singles in Canada. You know what I mean? Over 40,000, right? So we're talking about Popcorn. Popcorn is really doing well, right? Like, Popcorn is not short of any type of traction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put I will never put Popcorn and Alkaline in the same category. These are two unique artists. These are two artists that do two different things, right? So I don't put these guys in the same category. Alkaline is like a different tier of artist. Like, he's really different, right? He's really a different kind of artist. And Popcorn is fully a different kind of artist, right? He's just been, I would say, influenced by the Gaza itself, right? But when you really think about Popcorn is like himself. Like, you can genuinely see that. So it's not like there's someone that has an influence on him or controlling his flow. Popcorn is truly himself. He knows how to market himself. Even from like just everyday, like being around people. He knows how to market himself, right? And this is why Popcorn is successful at what he does, because he's a genius in terms of like just how he thinks and how he projects it, right? And whether or not there's someone around him doing the work, I mean, they're doing a really thorough and proper job when it comes to managing Popcorn, right? So that's why I have to say kudos to Popcorn, yo, and his team. You guys are doing really well. You guys are really putting it together. You guys are really breaking chains. And in my opinion, I don't care what artist is out there talking about, you know, who is clashing who and who is gonna do what to what artist. I just think it's pure foolishness. But at the same time, like, it's great for entertainment. It's great for dancehall, right? And we all have to know how to really behave amongst our peers, right? Because, like, yo, now because like I'm in a bad mood and I got a little attitude doesn't mean that I'm a piece of shit, right? So dancehall is all about entertainment, and as long as like the fans knows that, I think, yo, and as long as even the artists, right? Because some artists like really want to get hard, like, you know, tough face, like, man, a bad man, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's entertainment and it's image, right? It's image, but you can't let it get out of control, right? Because like it's serious, right? Because dancehall is a very serious sport. You really could get in trouble if you don't stay on top of your dancehall, right? You gotta have the vibe. You gotta bring the energy, right? So that's all I'm saying, right? You know, it's autonomous dancehall, and keep it locked while I have this conversation and while we debate who is really on top of their game in dancehall. Which new artist is the artist that you believe is gonna be the artist of the year? New artist of the year. Let me know down there in the comment section, and that'd be great, right? So let's just discuss dancehall. Let's talk about the state of dancehall and where dancehall is going. Just talking about what I've seen in dancehall, the rise, and the surge, for that matter, in how the audience is engaging, right? The audience is engaging in a very particular way that shows the difference between streaming online and the artists who really are engaged with the crowd, right? So that's all I got to say, man, right? There are artists out there that are really established already, like the Alkalines, like the Popcorn, right? Like the Tamales. These artists are really established, and they really have a spin on what they're doing. They know what they're doing, right? There's all the signs that are out there to see that. All the signs are there to see that, because these artists have serious management team, and their team don't play, right? So kudos to all these artists, you know, to the Tamales, to the Idonias, right? To the Busy Signals. All these guys are still doing top tier music, right? Top tier performance. That's what I'm talking about. So when I tell you I see a surge in how the younger artists are interacting on stage and with your crowd, I'm not even playing. I'm telling you straight, like, you can see it. Like, they have went back to the drawing board and they have redefined and refined their way of doing things, right? You can see it in the Maladons. You can see it in the Armani, right? You can see it. You can really see it, right? It's a serious thing. So when you watch these guys years prior and watching them now perform, you can really see the difference and the growth and the maturity, right? Because dancehall, like I said, is a very serious sport, and all these artists, you may not think this, but I'm telling you, because I'm someone that's affiliated and I'm behind the scene, all these artists, they take their craft really seriously. Like, it's not a joke to them, right? This is their bread and butter, right? It's their everything. You think dancehall is my favorite sport? Dancehall is my favorite thing, right? But imagine how much more dancehall is their favorite thing. For dancehall to be my favorite thing, I have to really love